Hey guys, Kim here from Kim on a Whim. On today's video, we're going to be decorating for Christmas. I'm going to be taking stuff that I already have and kind of reusing it differently. I also have a really quick 25-minute one-pot meal for you guys at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. As far as this goes, this wreath here, it has this little string that you're supposed to hang it from. I didn't want to cut that off because in case next year I want to use it how it's supposed to be used, which is like hanging with the bells hanging to the bottom. So what I did is just flipped it around, kind of tweaked the bell a little bit so that it has like an extra little loop in it instead of it just kind of shooting out, because I didn't think that would it would look unfinished that way, or it would look like it was just flipped upside down. This year I'm all about just thinking outside of the box a little bit, like just changing stuff up. I think this looked really cute, so I stuck with that. I do have to put my towels that are in the wash, and I have to find my Christmas towels. I'd love to find towels that kind of mimic that red bow with the stripes, but if I don't, that's okay. I have towels. This year I want to try not to buy any new decor. I have a lot that I don't use, and I really just want to keep it simple this year and kind of, I wouldn't say minimal because that to me says like hardly anything, just a tree up, but I do want to keep it low key and simple. I did pick a few things up from Aldi's, and this is one of them. This is kind of to like corral your cables, or you can use them to put up Christmas lights. This year I needed to make sure everything kind of stays where I put it. Pedro is a bit of a handful, and he likes to get into things, especially stuff that is new to him, which you can see here, even me just messing with these little clips and making noise. He was all about finding out what was going on. So I want to put my garland here, but I know he'll get into it, so I need something that's going to kind of keep it on here. And I know I was looking at the command strips have like the special garland hooks. I don't know if it's just for garland, but that's what I see everybody using them for. They're really expensive though. It was like $8 for 2 of them. So I found this little pack at Aldi's. I'll show you my little mini haul of not decor stuff, but just stuff that makes decor a lot easier. One of them being these clips. Whoa, oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da. Oh, oh, la da da da. Oh, oh, la da Okay, so you just saw me use these for the, I don't mind that now, I have to do my nails. I found these at Aldi's. They're for lights, but I figured it would work just as well with garland, and I thought if it didn't catch on to the garland, I would just use rubber bands. These were, I think, $3.99 at Aldi's. Then I found this, which is a little timer for inside, because our tree is going to be behind a table over here, so I figure I'll use the timer. It gives you the option of using the timer or just an on-off switch, so we're going to use that. And then I already have one of these from last year. I grabbed another one this year. This is for outdoor, so that you don't have to keep running in and out, especially in the cold, rainy days, to turn the lights on and off. It has timers right there that allow it to do dusk till dawn, 2 hour, 4 hour, and a 6 hour. I think we usually put it on for 4. We turn them on at 5. They're off by like 9:30. So yeah, nifty little finds at Aldi's this week. I think $3.99. I think this was $6.99 and this was $8.99, I think. So if you're able to find them and you're doing some decorating, these work out well. It's just gonna be you and me, hanging by the fire chill. This is how it's supposed to be, making our Christmas memories. I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be, making our Christmas memories? I really am surprised at how useful this little gadget is. I think if I see another one, I'm definitely going to grab it, because I don't know what I'm going to do if this thing breaks. I found it at the dollar store, $1.25, best money I ever spent. I use this thing daily. Climb down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing, just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before. As they walk, I always say I'm going to glue these pegs back in every year, and I don't. I just put them in a baggie and I kind of tuck them inside the tree when I put it away. One thing I will say is I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't want all of the same color, like colors next to each other. So I'm trying to figure out like where to space out everything, but it's inevitable. It happens that I have 2 colors next to each other. And follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day. I'm going to do a quick vacuum of the sofa, and I know it sounds like I'm kind of whispering, and that's because I am. Everybody's still asleep. It's pretty early in my house and everybody's still sleeping, so I wanted to get this voiceover done because I want to get this video out before Christmas is over. Because let's face it, I know that's how I tend to do things, but doing a quick vac, and then I'm going to get the blankets that are over here and put them in the ottoman here. I have not been using this ottoman like I intended to, which was to kind of store all of our blankets and stuff, but we're going to fix that today.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion.
Okay, so we have the garland here. I think I want to grab some twinkle lights or fairy lights to put in there. I think that would be really cute. I was going to do candles, but I'm just afraid if the cats go playing with anything here or over here that they'll pull it down. I know it's got the clips on it, which are hidden. Oh boy, I did a pretty good job at hiding them. Oh, there it is right there. The clips are in there. So that's working well so far. Hopefully that'll stick. I do want to go through our movies and put all of our Christmas movies up front. We still have our Halloween ones down here. So, oh, and a little cat toy there. So that is the side here. Like I said before, I didn't want to go crazy with the decorations and try and spin you around slowly. I did get an Amazon package, but we'll see what's in that. Over here, I kept everything the same. Really all I did was move around stuff. We always have a blanket for the cats because, you know, you have to. And then the white pillows, they were on the corners with the green ones. I just moved them. I put a little red throw and my Christmas pillow. As you can see here, the pillow without the white pillow behind it. So we're good to go there. This, it's kind of the fabric. I thought it was dirty, but it's just kind of like the fabric that's on it. I might try and spot clean it. It doesn't have anywhere that I can take it apart to clean it, but we'll see. I'm going to show you my vintage tree now. Okay, so this is where I put the vintage Christmas tree. My grandmother had a Christmas tree like this, like back in the 80s, and I absolutely loved it. I don't know what happened to the original, but I found this one at a craft show and snagged it up as soon as I saw it. You did see me like put on some of the pegs that fall out. There is still some missing pegs, but I don't know what happened to them. So we'll put that to the back. Nobody will see it back there unless you're looking for it, but that's okay. I love this tree. I get a little confused as to what to do with this area here because this has to stay. This is the money tree that has become enormous. It was like the size of this and now it's that. I might stick twinkle lights in that and call it a day, but that's how that came out over here. And then we have the scratching post. I don't know what to do with this yet. It has one of my scent things in it, so I'm going to try and figure out something else here. I think, I don't know, maybe a candle or something. This is a hard area for me to decorate because normally this tree just sits there and I have that and I call it a day, but I wanted to try and do something a little special for Christmas. We'll see what we can figure out.
The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything.
The last thing I'm going to do in this room is the Christmas tree. And when I redecorated this room, I didn't even think of where the Christmas tree was going to go. The only spot it can go is in this doorway right here, or this like hallway area is not the most ideal spot, but I literally have nowhere else to put it. There's a lot of doorways, windows, and not a lot of like little corner areas in this room. Every corner has a doorway or the main door or a window. So although less than a perfect spot, this is the spot that it has to go to. And we'll just get used to having to take the long way around. Although I still, till this day, keep walking into this room as if I'm going to go through and into the hallway, and it just, yeah, I'm like, oh no, not go. I have to turn around and go the other way. And then I also forgot the tree has a remote, so I don't even need that timer switch that I showed you guys earlier in the video. But it's also good to have because I know I like to put lights above our cabinets, and the plug is all the way at the top of the cabinet, so this way I can just use that timer switch there, and that'll work out really well.
I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. First flake of snow is set to fall today. It comes to say that Christmas is on its merry way. And for every single child, there's a gift on Santa's.
We did leave the tree bare for Thanksgiving. We did this just before Thanksgiving, but I will be decorating the tree once everybody is home and we can all decorate it together, which I'm hoping is going to be later today. Fingers crossed. I do have to pick out which ornaments we're going to put on though, because the cats are really liking the tree and climbing up into it. So we're going to pick and choose which ones are going to go on. Nothing with glass, nothing that's going to be breakable for sure. But yeah, everyone's loving the tree.
And that we can find a way. The first snow this Christmas is promised for this day.
Okay, so here's what's in the soup. We have tortellini, we have plum tomatoes, some cannelloni beans, chicken broth, spinach, onion, and garlic. So it's pretty easy as far as one pot. The longest is just chopping everything up, but I am going to give you a little sizzle here. So once the onions have cooked down, you're going to put in a little bit of garlic. I'm only putting like one large clove in, but you guys, if you love garlic, put a lot in. I'm not a huge fan, so I only use a little bit. Add in your chicken broth. I'm going to use 2 quarts of it, only because I want to make a lot for leftovers. Then I'm going to add in a large can of tomatoes. This is like the 1.5 pounds of tomatoes, I think. You can use crushed tomatoes, not crushed, I'm sorry. You can use diced tomatoes. I wouldn't use crushed because it makes it more kind of like saucy rather than you want like chunks of tomato in it. So I'm going to go in and just break these up by hand. You can even use a smasher, like a potato smasher, if you wanted to break them up that way. I like to kind of pull everything apart and create like big chunks instead of just smashed tomatoes.
Now it seems like no one's gonna wait for it.
I will say, if your stuff has already come to a boil, don't go in here with your hands. I often joke around that my fingertips are like asbestos from all the hot water I use, but you can go in with the potato smasher or something.
You know he's on his way, and on Christmas Day, and they'll be
I will say definitely be careful when you're doing this because the tomatoes will squirt out, and I cannot tell you how many shirts I have ruined with trying to crush up tomatoes by hand and just get it all over me.
God bless those who have nothing.
Once this comes to a boil, you're going to add in your tortellini. I use just the cheese tortellini. I usually get the tricolor, but I couldn't find it. But definitely whatever tortellini you'd like, add in here. Just give it a stir and let this boil for a few minutes. This is really quick. It only takes, I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes for the two tortellinis to be done. And once you do that, like I said, I give it like a minute or two, and then I'll start adding in the cannellini beans.
It's gonna be alright if you just hold tight, but you have to wait until tomorrow. You know he's on his way, and on Christmas Day there'll be no rain.
Once your tortellini is almost done, you're going to add in your bag of spinach. I've also used frozen spinach for this. I would, however, steer clear of like the chopped spinach that you would use for like spinach dip. I did use it one time, just wasn't a fan of it. I kind of like the more like full spinach leaf in here.
You know he's on his way, and on Christmas Day there'll be no worry and no more sorrow. It's gonna be alright if you just hold tight, but you have to wait until tomorrow.
And then your final step is just going to be add your spices to taste. I like a lot of pepper because I don't use a lot of salt. The chicken broth that I used was a regular salt chicken broth. I tend to go with like a, not an unsalted because that's a little too extreme, but I will do a low sodium one, and then I can add in my salt as I want. I'm just going to add in some Italian seasonings as well, just to bring out some like a little bit of it, like a thyme and basil kind of flavor to it. This is a really good soup. Like I said, very easy to make, and we usually do this with a crusty bread. However, this night I didn't have a crusty bread, so I just stuck some naan in the toaster and toasted it up a little bit. But definitely sprinkle on lots of Parmesan cheese. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I hope you guys make this soup because it is super easy and really good. And look, for the theme, I'm going to make it snow a little. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye, guys.